Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning. Director: Christopher McQuarrie. Cast: Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, Haley Atwell as Grace, Ving Rhames as Luther Stickle, Simon Pegg as Benji Dunn, Rebecca Ferguson as Ilsa Faust, Henry Czerny as Eugene Kittredge, Shea Wiggum as Jim Phelps, Palm Clemente as Alana Mitsopoulos, Esai Morales as the Handler. Plot: Ethan Hunt and the IMF team are tasked with tracking down a terrifying new weapon that threatens all of humanity. The weapon is known as the Entity, and it is a highly advanced artificial intelligence that has become self-aware. The Entity is capable of manipulating major defense, intelligence, and financial networks of the world at will. World powers compete to obtain the key to control the Entity, though the exact means of controlling it are unknown. Ethan and his team must race against time to find the key before it falls into the wrong hands. Along the way, Ethan must also confront his past and deal with the consequences of his choices. He is also haunted by the death of his wife, Julia Mead, who was killed by Alana Mitsopoulos, a former IMF agent who turned rogue. Ethan's team eventually tracks down the key, but they are pursued by the Handler, a mysterious figure who is determined to obtain the key for himself. The Handler is ruthless and resourceful, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goal. The climax of the film takes place on the Orient Express, where Ethan and his team must battle the Handler and his forces to protect the key. In the end, Ethan is able to destroy the key, but not before he is forced to make a difficult sacrifice. Director's explanation: Christopher McQuarrie has directed the last 3 Mission: Impossible films, and he is returning to direct Dead Reckoning. McQuarrie is known for his attention to detail and his commitment to realism. He also has a knack for creating thrilling action sequences and memorable characters. In an interview, McQuarrie said that Dead Reckoning is the most ambitious Mission: Impossible film to date. He also said that the film will be a culmination of the previous 7 films in the series. I think this movie is going to be a really satisfying conclusion to the story that we've been telling over the last 7 films, McQuarrie said. It's going to be a big, epic movie with a lot of action, but it's also going to be a very personal story for Ethan Hunt. Cast analysis: Tom Cruise is returning to star as Ethan Hunt in Dead Reckoning. Cruise has played the role of Ethan Hunt in all 7 Mission: Impossible films, and he is one of the most iconic action stars of all time. Haley Atwell is joining the cast of Dead Reckoning as Grace. Atwell is best known for her role as Peggy Carter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She is also known for her roles in the TV series Conviction and Agent Carter. Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, and Rebecca Ferguson are all returning to their roles as Luther Stickle, Benji Dunn, and Ilsa Faust, respectively. These 3 characters are members of Ethan Hunt's IMF team, and they have all played important roles in the previous Mission: Impossible films. Henry Czerny is also returning to his role as Eugene Kittredge. Kittredge was the IMF director in the first Mission: Impossible film, and he has been a thorn in Ethan Hunt's side ever since. Shea Wiggum is joining the cast of Dead Reckoning as Jim Phelps. Phelps was the original IMF team leader in the Mission: Impossible TV series, and he was killed in the first Mission: Impossible film. However, it is unclear how Wiggum's character will be involved in Dead Reckoning. Palm Clemente is also joining the cast of Dead Reckoning as Alana Mitsopoulos. Mitsopoulos is a former IMF agent who turned rogue and killed Ethan Hunt's wife. She is one of Ethan's most dangerous enemies. Esai Morales is joining the cast of Dead Reckoning as the Handler. The Handler is a mysterious figure who is determined to obtain the key to control the Entity. He is ruthless and resourceful, and he will stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Conclusion: Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning is shaping up to be the most ambitious and exciting Mission: Impossible film to date. With Christopher McQuarrie returning to direct and a cast that includes Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, Henry Czerny, Shea Wiggum, Palm Clemente, and Esai Morales, Dead Reckoning is sure to be a must-see film for